Shalom Israel, Shalom, Shalom, Kal Halayim, Yahweh Bahashem, Hamashiach, Wah Hakadal Malak, Yahweh Shah. All praises, man. So, this is gonna be part 2 of how to understand the Bible, right? And like I said in part 1, it is as simple as keeping the commandments. That's the basis. That's the most important thing. But there is another side to this thing. And I want to address the sister that put the comment in the comment section where she said, well, don't we need all of the books to keep things in context? And I'm just going to outright say, la absolutely not. Not at all. Because this thing is more, right, than just logic. This thing is spiritual. And I'm going to prove that. I'm going to prove it right now. I want the book of Sirach. And I want chapter 24. So Pete, this is chapter 24 of Sirach, verse 1. Wisdom praises herself and tells of her glory in the midst of her people. In the assembly of the Most High she opens her mouth, and in the presence of his host she tells of her glory. Verse 3. I came forth from the mouth of the Most High. I covered the earth like a mist. I dwelt in the highest heavens, and my throne was in a pillar of clouds. Alone I compassed the vaults of heaven and traversed to the depths of the abyss, over waves of the sea, of all the earth, and over every people and nation. I have held sway. Watch this. This is the important part. Among all these, I saw a resting place. In whose territory should I abide? Then the Creator of all things gave me a commandment. So this is the Most High God, right? Or you might as well say this is Yahweh Shah giving wisdom a commandment, right? Verse 8, then the Creator of all things gave me a commandment, and my Creator chose the place for my tent. He said, make your dwelling in Jacob, and in Israel receive your inheritance. So you got to understand something, man. This thing is spiritual, man. Wisdom only dwells with us. We're not talking about the wisdom of the world, the wisdom that comes as you get older. You know, you get some gray hair. Now you're old and wise. Man, that's garbage. We're talking about the wisdom that God gives, which is literally an intelligent spirit. Alright? She's an intelligent spirit. Goodness. Let's get into this just a little bit. Because we're still talking about understanding the Bible, right? But in order to understand the Bible, you have to have a spirit. You have to. And this spirit is not something that you can invoke or you can buy or you can talk somebody into, sharing with you. This spirit is a gift and it's wisdom. So let's go real quick to I'm about to get into this thing a little bit. Heck, let's just go to Proverbs chapter 1 verse 7, right? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. You understand? Wisdom is the gift. She is a literal spirit, a Holy Spirit. She is what causes us to keep the commandments. You understand? Let me get another precept on this. No. Let's go to Job. I want Job. Baba Kashah. Salakia, bear with me. I want Job 28 and verse 28, right? Actually, I'm going to start at verse 27. Then he looked at wisdom and appraised it. He confirmed it and tested it. And he said to the human race, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. And to shun evil is understanding. So wisdom is not what the world makes it out to be. Wisdom is a spirit that is given to us from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom literally is hold on. Let me get another quick precept on wisdom. There's so many good ones, man. So many. You know, when it comes to understanding the Bible, certain people can't understand the Bible. It's not meant for them to understand the Bible. They wasn't given the Spirit, and they were rejected. You know, the fear of the Lord is that Spirit. You understand? So I'm getting this. This is in Sirach chapter 4. Salakia. And I'm going to just read a little bit, man. This is Sirach chapter 4, and I'm going to start at verse 11, right? Wisdom teaches her children and gives help to those who seek her. Whoever loves her loves life, and those who seek her from early morning are filled with joy. But I'm going to jump down, right? Watch this. Verse 16, if they remain faithful, they will inherit her. Their descendants will also obtain her. Watch this though. For at first she will walk with them on treacherous paths. She will bring fear and dread upon them, and will torment them by her discipline until she trusts them, and she will test them with her ordinances. Then she will come straight back to them and gladden them, and will reveal her secrets to them. If they go astray, she will forsake them and hand them over to their ruin. But the point right there is, she will reveal to you her secrets. And what are her secrets, man? They're the mysteries of this Bible. They're the things that you want to understand, the things that it's not revealed to everybody. You know, so when it comes to, well, we need the books, you know, Salakia, we need the books to put things in order or proper perspective or context. Man. Because, watch this. What was Moses reading? What was Solomon reading? What was the books that Abraham was reading? What about Enoch? What about Adam? What books were they reading? To put things in context. You understand? Hey, they had the spirits, man. And it's not only a spirit as far as like a spirit. Let me not jump ahead of myself. So, real quick, another thing that I want to go to. Oh, this is a good one. Salakia. Making a mess. I want to prove this point. Ooh. Too many precepts. So watch this. This is Matthew chapter 13, right? Now, if you don't know what's happening in this chapter, Yahushua was just speaking to a bunch of people, right? And the things that he was telling them in parables. Now, if you know anything about a parable is very symbolic to a riddle. You know what I'm saying? It can be very metaphorical. It can be misleading. It can be difficult to understand by the average person. So, this is Matthew chapter 13, verse 10, and it reads, "The disciples came to him and asked, 'Why do you speak to the people in parables?'" This is the disciples asking Yahushua. So verse 11 is in red letters, and it reads, "He replied, 'Because the knowledge of the secrets of the kingdom of heaven has been given to you.'" The knowledge of the secrets of the kingdom of heaven has been given to you, but not to them. You got to understand something, man. When you have a friend, right, and you and your friend vibing, y'all chilling, y'all connecting on a very high level, y'all, match energy, you confide in your friend. You might tell your friend, "Hey, look, friend, I did something awful the other day. Hey, look, friend, whatever. You share your secrets with your friend. But you don't share them secrets with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what make you think the Lord gonna share with you? What make you think the Lord gonna share with everybody? The Lord is only giving his secrets to those who keep the commandments, those who are attractive to him. The very same way that you will only let people in your life who you are very attracted to and feel a certain way about, that's the way that the Lord is. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that real quick. I'm going to hold that precept. We're going to go back to it. But I just want to get this real quick. Because this is a very good one. Right? This is Psalm 25, and I'm going to start at verse 12. Who then are those who fear the Lord? He will instruct them in the ways they should choose. They will spend their days in prosperity, and their descendants will inherit the land. The Lord confides in those who fear him. He makes his covenant known to them. So if you want to understand the Bible, if you want the Lord to confide in you, if you want to understand, right, the covenant, you got to keep the commandments. And not only that, but you got to be chosen, man. Don't think like the white man that you just gonna rob or strong arm God out of his will. Just take whatever Yahweh got and say, now it's yours. That's what the white man does, man. The evil devil, the so-called white man who robs and steals everything and leaves a trail of blood and destruction. That's what he does. That's not going to happen with the Lord. So I'm going to go back right here. Matthew, where am I at? Salakia. Matthew 13. So the disciples came to him and asked, "Why do you speak to the people in parables?" He replied, "Because the knowledge of the secrets of the kingdom of heaven has been given to you, but not to them." You understand? I'm going to jump to verse 14. "In them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah. You will be ever hearing, but never understanding. You will be ever seeing, but never perceiving. For this, people's hearts has become callous. They hardly hear with their ears, And they have closed their eyes. Otherwise, they might see with their eyes, hear with their ears, understand with their hearts, and turn, and I would heal them. So, this is not an accident. This is not by mistake that people don't understand the Bible. Plenty of people don't understand the Bible. Plenty of people are not close with Yahweh. And there's a ranking system. You know what I'm saying? Some people are, I'm going to say it like this. Some people have more fear than others. If you don't fear the Lord, are you going to do what the Lord tells you to do? Because you don't have no knowledge. You know, you don't have no understanding, which goes back to Job 28:28. You know, to fear the Lord, that is wisdom. To depart from evil, that is understanding. You know, some people don't have that. We pull out a couple more precepts on the fear of the Lord, though, man. Fear of the Lord. I'm right here in Psalms. So give me Psalm. I want Psalm 112. Blessed are those who fear the Lord, who find great delight in his commandments. Yo, I can't stress it enough. No, we don't need to be reading the book of Enoch. We don't need to be reading the apocalypse of Abraham, the apocalypse of Peter. We don't need to be reading the Talmud. What else they got? Man, all these books, man. We really don't need that. I'm gonna recommend anybody a Bible. Whatever version you choose, man, hey, you know, keep the commandments. And an apocrypha. This is what we need, man. You know, when I came into the truth years ago, I didn't have nobody. I didn't have no prophet to show me like, oh, this is what you need to be doing. I didn't have nobody. I literally just started keeping commandments to the best of my ability. And the Most High sent spirits on me. You know, he sent spirits to me that really helped me to understand what was going on. Then I got with men who was more seasoned in this thing than I am, who understood prophecy, because they had come into contact with mighty and powerful spirits that come from the right hand of the Most High God. And they helped me to understand. So now I can honestly say I kind of got a good idea of what's going on. And that's without leaving these two books. You understand? No, brother, sister, don't get involved and start going to hell off and get bugged out. The Book of Jubilees and all these different books. These books are written by our enemies. Every book that's in the Bible and the Apocrypha pretty much is written by our ancestors. It was written by us, for us. You know? So that's what separates the two. You know, sometimes you got to look at these books and realize, like, the Most High God is not dealing with the people who were the authors. In the very same way Yahweh Shah just explained, the secrets are revealed to you, but not to them. Yahweh is not dealing with them people. He hates them. He promises to kill them. So what in the hell can they possibly tell you about your God who's against them? Let me see. What else did I want to go into? So understanding the Bible is very, very spiritual, man. And it requires a spirit, a Holy Spirit. Let me get something else. Oh, there was one other thing that I wanted to get to. Salak, yeah. There was one other thing that I was thinking about before I turned this camera on. this precept came to mind. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, and I'm going to start at verse 11. For you, this whole vision is nothing but words sealed in a scroll. And if you give this scroll to someone who can read and say, read it, read this, please, they will answer, I cannot, it's sealed. Verse 12. Or if you give this scroll to someone who cannot read and say, read this, please, they will answer, I do not know how to read. The reason why is because it's sealed up. You know, it wouldn't matter if they went to college, if they were a theologian, if they were a bishop of a church for 50 years. It doesn't matter. You understand? If you haven't been given a spirit to fear the Most High God, you're not going to keep the commandments. And if you don't keep the commandments, you will not have a righteous garment on. Okay? You will not be appealing to the Most High God. And if you're not appealing to the Most High God, you are destined for destruction. And He is not dealing with you. Period. So, if you want to understand the Bible, read, pray, study, fast. You know what I'm saying? Pray for the spirits. That's the last thing I'm going to get right now. I'm going to get Con. This is the book of John, chapter 14. I'm going to start at verse 16. And I will ask the Father, Yahweh, and He will give you another advocate to help you and be with you forever. The Spirit of truth. You understand? So there are multiple spirits, multiple Holy Spirits. I'm going to say it like that. Multiple Holy Spirits. You know what I'm saying? That the Most High God sends to us. You know, for one message, for one work, for one assignment or another. You know, these are the hosts of heaven on the right hand side. Just like there's a whole host of heaven on the left-hand side, you know, and that's a whole nother situation. But yeah, stay away from them nasty books, man, and stay away from the teachings of the people that Yahweh don't like. Love your brother and your sister, man. And let me get this last commandment for y'all, because I gave y'all 2 commandments. I technically gave y'all 3 in person. But I'm going to go over this commandment one more time with you, because I realized that I forgot it in the last video. So, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, and I'm going to start at verse 4. And it says, Salakia, I'm going to start at verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work. But the 7th day is a Sabbath to the Lord your God. On it you shall not do any work, neither you, nor your son, or your daughter, or your male or female servant, nor your animals, nor any foreigner residing in your towns. For in 6 days Yahweh made the heavens and the earth and the sea and all that is in them. But He rested on the 7th day. Therefore, Yahweh blessed the Shabbat and made it holy. So, you got to keep the Shabbat, man. And keeping the Shabbat is a real joyous occasion. You know what I'm saying? We typically do it correctly, according to the first chapter of Genesis. So, when the sun goes down on Friday, that's the beginning of the Shabbat. Until the sun goes down on Saturday. That's when the Shabbat ends. Now, this is a very, very important thing, man. This is something that's mentioned from Genesis to Revelation. The Most High God says, keep the Shabbat. We can keep the Shabbat no matter where we are. No matter if we're in captivity. No matter if we're in Israel. No matter what. the Shabbat can be kept. And that is to honor the Most High God. That is pleasing to the Lord. So that is something that you should be like, yo, I can do that and I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? That's a major thing right there, keeping the Shabbat. And upon keeping the Shabbat, you know, I'm gonna say this just really quickly. It is lawful to do good on the Shabbat, but what you should not be doing is out there damn at the mall. You know what I'm saying? Trying to buy some shoes on Amazon, shopping for, you know, some stuff to decorate the house with. That's not what you should be doing on the Shabbat. You understand? I'm not going to tell you exactly what to do on the Shabbat because everybody's house is different. You know, every situation is different. And your situation might change as you progress in this journey. You know, but nevertheless, though, you need to keep the Shabbat holy, man, and honor the Lord according to the scriptures. Not according to what I say or what I think or what you say or what you think, but according to the scriptures. What the scriptures say. Alright? So with that, I love you. Kwam Yashala. Shalom.